quite a while due to the fact that I am going away for a week, and during that week I will not have any form of device. Playing some Triple Threat. Hey guys, Mom, I shall keep my light on. One second.
Except if you're at a hospital or at a funeral, and if you don't, then you have.
Oh yeah.
Movie fun facts, but really fast. Movie Psychopath.
I delete a couple of games that I don't use anymore. I download games because I see the ad. Nope, still going in here. Okay. Then this one's getting the fuck out of here. Hey, Timmy's. Okay, I'm gonna delete a bunch of these, like BitLife, eBall Pool, bruh, a bunch of these I don't even use. Don't need DoorDash. I don't have a Fitbit anymore. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. And that's pretty much all I don't need. Now I need every other app that I have on my phone. I am very tired right now, guys. I literally, oh my god, the first play of the game. You just come in like that with the first play. Wait, Dunkin' Donuts, maybe. Just say that to Charles Barkley. Like, you ain't gonna be Dunkin' no more. The only thing you be Dunkin' is Dunkin' Donuts. Now there's a Caesar. Nah, bitch. Get this shit out of here. Tim Duncan isn't known for driving dunks anyway. Can't help but remember that Alex Caruso has a fucking 90-something defense. And the fact that she has, like, a Hall of Fame intimidator. Like, 12 feet. Have you ever had a moment where a kangaroo has had your dog in a headlock? Let's go, I called it. I Kevin Durant sold 2. Let's go, bitches. Okay, I'm gonna pull another KD. What if I actually pull another KD? And there's always that one rapper who makes a messed up song about how he messed around and got his dick in the girl's earlobe. He's talking like how he lost his virginity and things like I messed around and got my dick in her earlobe, and it's like the people listening are just looking at the lyrics just like, what the fuck? Like, I'd probably be questioning the fact that this dude's a rapper and makes money off of talking about getting his nuts in somebody's earlobe. I have enough for one pack, or 3 packs, sorry. Almost 4. Screw you. You're getting quick sold. You gave the whole league a shutdown. You gave a teammate corona. Alright. Buddy healed. I mean, you didn't do anything bad to your teammates, so I'm fine with that. You suck. Like, not gonna lie, Kyle Kuzma's hot trash. At least for the fact they play at such a high level. Like, nobody likes you, Gobert. Nobody in the league is going to like, I shouldn't have done that. Alright, well, Kuzma, I guess, is going to be the keeper. I feel like Adidas is like one of the best companies for signature shoes for players who are anxious to get a signature. Like Embiid, I don't think has a signature yet. Curry has 7. LeBron has 17. However, like Giannis and stuff have 1. Got enough for one more pack, boys. Alright, let's see what we get. Hot trash, Josh Hart. Nobody likes Josh Hart, I'm kidding. He's a good Pelicans player. No, we're just gonna start clearing the notifications. But I am going to fall asleep soon. I am going to sleep. After hopefully just 7 more games, I'm hoping to get that good old amount of coins. Is currently 8:18 at latest. I think I'm going to try and get to bed around 8:45, which, you know, isn't the usual time for me, but I just took a sleeping pill. Someone's telling me that after this 2 weeks that I'm gone, I'm gonna stop using my face cam. That's probably because when I have face cam, most of the time I'm expecting myself to be sitting up when I'm playing, but commonly I get a little bit bored and just start lying down. But honestly, if Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert die from coronavirus, I feel like the Jazz will retire the number of the player that dies. So if Rudy Gobert dies, he is the second best defender in Jazz history, of course, because Mark Eaton existed. So they're gonna retire 27. Get fucking posted. If Donovan Mitchell dies, or not again, the band. You can see his sorts of glitching out. I guarantee if I dunk here with Jordan, Okay. Let's do that. Gonna go into here. It's gonna show the shorts are normal. Yeah. Yeah, all of them are with fully normal shorts. Like, Donovan Mitchell is one of the best players I've seen on the Jazz. He's probably the best dunker in Jazz history, since I think that he is the only Jazz player to have won a dunk contest. So, like, Vince Carter's the best. Vince Carter's probably one of the best dunkers in history, so he's gonna be the Raptors' best dunker in history. And then if you go by based on his career, he was also the Nets, Grizzlies, Magic, and the what's it called? Hawks' best dunker in history. And the Magic, it's arguable, but I would still say that a lot of people are convincingly arguing that he is the best dunker in history. I would say it'd be him and Aaron Gordon would be either tied or Vince Carter would slightly edge out Aaron Gordon. But Aaron Gordon, because he has the most 50-point scores in dunk contest history, which is a record that is going to be very hard to beat starting in the near future, because think about it. In the near future, the only people with original dunks that haven't been seen before are going to be dunk champions, like those people who professionally dunk and earn like little to no money on dunking, but they gain lots of popularity, which makes them earn tons of money. But they couldn't become NBA players. They couldn't become NBA players because they don't have the NBA potential and skill. Like they have the vertical. They would shatter combine records for vertical, but none of them quite have the shooting ability and stuff like that. And they've never played against NBA players. I don't think many of them will have the defensive abilities and stuff. Like, the only thing that they'll be able to edge out NBA players in is dunking, and more specifically, stylish dunking. Like, you open them on the lane, you open up a lane to the point where they have a fast break solo, he is going to do something nice. But that's going to be the most he can do, But there is quite a few. Like, there's quite a few dunkers in the NBA who could potentially even be dunk champions, but I don't think so. I don't think any of them would do it. I think Aaron Gordon could maybe do it. Maybe a couple times. Just a couple. Like, a couple good ones. But the fact that RJ was so hyped up, being like, Maple Mamba, he's gonna break a rookie record, And then it's like, he's getting a little bit of attention. He's getting attention early in the year, but it's like now nobody really cares about him. Like, nobody, you don't see ESPN or TSN or any of those big name companies, talking about it. But nowadays, all you really see nowadays is like some good players. Or you see like a couple plays by him. He's by no means a very known rookie. He's by no means a well-known rookie anymore. Like, more people are talking about Terrence Davis and Kendrick Nunn because they're the two unknown, like, undrafted rookies who came out of nowhere. If they went undrafted, then went from undrafted to Rookie of the Year candidates. The fact that they are doing this is sick. But now all you see is those, and then you see Zion versus John Morant. You see, Zion, John Morant was a great rookie, and then, but you see all these articles because ESPN can milk Zion Williamson things. Like, he plays one game and drops 40 points, drops 10, 25 points, right? He is the youngest he is the only player to have been named Zion, or with the last name Williamson, because, there's been a couple of those, to have in breakfast as Shreddy Cereal play against Lakers, drop 2019, March 13th, March 10th, 2020. And that's ESPN. And it's like, they milk the fact that Zion is doing good, having a good rookie season where he could potentially have won Rookie of the Year. He is the youngest player to have dropped 26 on the Lakers, so yeah. I don't think any other player in history has done that there. Or not even the second there, I think. With the first probably being LeBron. Get that shit out of here. Huh? Now we're going to go on a fast break with Jordan. Get an easy 2. I didn't even think I was going in for a second. Because I do listen my way. Yeah. Waking up at 4 a.m. is not going to be the most fun thing. I'm probably going to wake up at 4:30. So I have 15 or so minutes to kind of, get ready. I mean, I'm thinking between 4 o'clock. Ooh. Between 4 o'clock and, maybe 4:30-ish, 4:20. So I have, that amount of time. And that kind of depends on how much sleep I get. And then I might sleep in my friend's car, but I'm thinking if I'm awake for 20-25 minutes before I leave for my friends, or before my friend picks me up, then I have enough time to wake up. But I probably did one of the best decisions for anybody that is tired and trying to wake up, alright? Or is awake and trying to go to bed, alright? And that's, I had a sleeping pill to help me sleep, alright? And then what I did was, in addition, I ate poutine, which by the way is Canadian. For those Americans out there who don't know what poutine is, it's just fries covered with cheese curds, preferably mozzarella. That's more commonly the preferred cheese. And you have mozzarella cheese curds. Oh, that was great. And then you put gravy, like you drench in gravy, and that's poutine. So if any of you guys want to try it who live in the US, I would highly recommend it. I don't have any place in the US that I know, but if you literally just go and buy like a thing of gravy mix from your local store, in Wisconsin, where you're known for more of the other types of cheese. So if you live in any area, you just go find some mozzarella. It doesn't have to be authentic mozzarella, it just has to be mozzarella cheese. And then just buy like some fries, preferably not McDonald's French fries, like something decent in the way of fries. Like, something that isn't weird. Like, just go and get some fries from like your store, heat them up, make the gravy, and then put some cheese curds on your fries, put gravy on top of that, and you have poutine. It's really good. I would highly recommend it. Now, if you ever do go to Canada, go to a restaurant, or go to like a couple restaurants, search up places that might have it. Just go in there, ask for poutine, you'll love it. Especially, go to Quebec, alright? If you're going to Canada, a place I would highly recommend is going into the province of Quebec. If you go to Quebec, that is the place that is known for their poutine. People say that they invented poutine. Like, they have it all over Canada. You can get McDonald's in Canada. If you go into Canada right now and order McDonald's, you will have poutine. Or you can have poutine. It is okay. It's not the best. Like, McDonald's is not serve the greatest poutine, but they serve poutine. It, in my opinion, is good, but I'm thinking it might be a Canada special. It might be an exclusive to Canada, probably is, but yeah. Like, if it's exclusive to Canada, then hey, McDonald's USA, get on the grind. Like, poutine is without a doubt one of the greatest foods, in my opinion. So, hey, US McD's, like, take ideas from Canada, bring them to your country, and make them. Bro, I didn't even know that daylight savings happened. You don't know what that is. So then you don't know what that is. If you don't know what that is, it is quite simple. It is, when time shifts for 1 hour. So, pretty much, like, at 1 a.m., it's about to go to, like, 2. So, like, at 11:50, or at 1:59, let's say you're going on break and you have a 1 hour break until 3. Alright? You go there at 1:59, you sit down, and when 2 hits, it just cuts up an hour. It goes to 3 o'clock automatically. So you don't have a 2 o'clock. Now the odd time, or no, when it switches, what happens is it jumps back an hour. So you'll be chilling there, and let's say you go for your break at 2. Alright? And, or no, let's say you go on a break at 1 and you have a 1 hour break until 2. Alright? then you go on your break, and then right when 2 hits, it cuts back to 1, and you technically get a 3-hour break. Or you get, no, a 2-hour break instead of a 1-hour break. Or if your break is from, 1 to 3, then you get a 3-hour break. If it's from 1 to 4, you get a 4-hour break. And this is more for doctors, by the way. Because I don't think many people work late nights like that. Hey, when that happened, I didn't know. I just felt like I got less sleep, and I didn't realize that. Or no, it was a weekend, so I was just chilling out on the weekend, and I'm getting ready to go to bed at 1. I'm getting ready to go to bed around, like, 3. Sorry, like 2. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought it just said it was 1:30, not, 3 o'clock. Because I check my phone. I don't check it very often. And I check it at 1:45ish, and I'm like, alright. And then I just, put it down for 15 to 20 minutes to do whatever I was doing. And then I turn back on, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's 3? The fuck? So I got confused, not realizing that the time change happened. And that was 3. Yeah, this is gonna be the last face here. Because, I don't know. It's not really, I'm not really doing anything with it. Yeah. Bruh. He lobs it to Larry Nance instead of drawing a foul. And then Jordan does that without any. I just took a shower because I don't know if I'm going to be taking a shower for 6 days, so yeah. Bro, when you get a steal, when you miss your shot, proceed to let them get the rebound, get the steal on the rebound, and then miss the shot again. Well, I mean, the first time, it made sense. The second time, it was like, I should have done something else, like faked it, maybe passed it. Said something stupid. Like, honestly, when you're playing against the Lakers and domination, you're playing the historic lineups with like Kobe and Shaq. When you're playing with or against those lineups, if you have MJ, like, if you have Michael Jordan, then you're good. All you're gonna need to know is if you have Michael Jordan and, well, maybe Bam Adebayo or Wilt Chamberlain, like any Pink Diamond / Galaxy Opal center on your team, if you have any of those, if you have both of those, like Jordan and any Opal or Pink Diamond center, you pretty much have Kobe and Shaq on a lock. So what you do is you simply go with, any player, because the rest of the lineup is shitty. It's all like gold. So if you have those 2 specifically, and then have like some diamonds, some pink diamonds, some like good cards, then you can win. All you need to do is make sure that Shaq and Kobe, like, are unlocked. For defense, you're good. Alright? For offense, just don't use your center or your shooting guard. Just make sure you have like a good shooting point guard like Curry or T-Mac as your small forward. Good small forward, like, you know, T-Mac. You have like good cards, pretty much. I was watching this video of like the top 15 most undersized players, and it was freaking talking about how Ben Wallace was undersized, and it makes sense. He kept posted, kid. It makes sense. He was undersized. He was only 6'9", and he was a top center in the league. But he was a defensive. He was one of the best defensive players in the league, winning 4 Defensive Player of the Years. So like, you know, but I was also talking about how he, during his entire career, never averaged double-digit points. He averaged double-digit rebounds, but never averaged anything else double-digit. Maybe assists, but he was the best shot blocker in the league, and just the best. He was also the best rebounder. He was just the best all-around defensive player in the league for 4 years. Which, if that doesn't scream credentials, I don't know what does. See, for my trip, I'm bringing a pair of shoes because I need runners. So I'm bringing a pair of New Balance runners. Whereas usually I'd probably, like to most ends, I'd probably bring like a nice pair of basketball shoes, basketball style at least. But to these, I'm just wearing New Balance runners. So New Balance runners. Oh, that was nice. That would have been sick. Especially if he blocked me and Jordan like caught with his second. And like that'd be the sickest move. You'd probably be another top 5 dunker. If a player blocked it to your side, and then, you know, he blocked it to your side, and then you managed, because you were using your right hand, and you're driving in from one way, like, pretty much the hand that was closest, or, like, furthest from out of bounds you used, and then he blocks it, and then you catch it with, like, let's say you're driving in from the left side. You're driving from the left line, like this, and you're going for a dunk with your right hand, and then he blocked it, and then you grab your left hand, grab the ball, and still proceed to dunk it, or vice versa. You're driving it from the right side using your left hand, he blocks it, you grab with your right hand, and then proceed to put it in to the net. You proceed to dunk it. You see, you have the two guys going up against each other. One is a lockdown, and the other one is a pure slasher. So like this is a dangerous time when you have a, because like who would be better when Vince has the ball? Who would overpower who? Would it be Jordan overpowering Vince with his lockdown, or would it be Vince power Jordan with his slasher? Oh, we may have just found that out right away. It's sad how Jordan's also an all-around. Oh, get posted, kid. I am just going to get those 40 tokens, redeem them in the market, and then go to bed, though. Maybe I can get some, like, a pack. And if I do, then I'll open it, but I'm trying to get to sleep soon. I take a sleeping pill and I don't want it to wear out before I go to bed. Ten. I'm gonna turn off the face cam, guys. I turn off the face cam. Advanced settings. Now I'm able to turn off the lights in my room because of the house. I have hiccups now. Damn. This guy went past a gay pride parade, or like a gay pride group, and started playing the gay version of Shada Flow by Annalie Choppa. And it was hilarious, because just imagine that. Just going by a bunch of gay rights activists, or don't know if they were gay rights, or like just gay pride people playing a gay song. I don't know if that's poking hate, like making fun of them, or what. But I just spun around him and shoot that. When you can't fall through the amount of space that you just created. Yeah, when you load, you just can't fall through that space. Get dunked on. It's Dame time for Jordan now, boys. It's J time. Wait, what? Is the fall on that? And my brother has the flu right now. Or has a cold. And he went in today to get coronavirus checked. And yeah. I just love it when people told you that you just need to scare your hiccups away. Like, you just need to get scared to make your hiccups go away. Because that's false. Bro, it's weird how there's, first of all, the longest case of hiccups has been like 60 or whatever years. It's like, bruh, hiccups for the average Joe, and they like takes maybe like not even a day to go away. Like a couple hours. Not even like maybe an hour. But it's hard to realize that somebody had that for over 20 years. It's also hard to realize that somebody hasn't slept in over 20 years. Like, there's literally a dude who has not slept in over 20 years. Oh, fuck. Bruh. And then we're concentrating on this postering. Then MJ getting a dunk. Shit. Shit. Fuck. You thinking about shops right now? He goes, $10 billion toward credit program to offset COVID-19's impact on the economy. You know. None of the Raptors players have it. Gobert is donating over $500K to France and Oklahoma coronavirus help. They're probably all like, oh, why the fuck would you donate to France? You should be donating it to Utah. Well, I mean, if you didn't know, Rudy Gobert is from France. He was born and raised in France. Like, you know. When you realize that, like, 3 of the 4 Antetokounmpos are probably going to be on Greece's national team for the World Cup, and if they allow high school students, then probably all 4 of Giannis and Giannis and his 3 brothers will probably be on the U.S. national team, or on the Greece national team. And probably the starting power forward, center, small forward, and maybe the 6th man, or they'll bring the shortest one in the shooting guard. You know, that'd be a team that's like oversized though, because having like, I think that, well, realistically, Kostas can play center. You know, Giannis can play power forward, since that's more of his natural position. Thanasis can probably play small, or Alex can probably play small forward, and then Kostas can probably play shooting guard. And then just a Greek playing point guard. I mean, like, the Australian team might also be pretty good. So, the Australian team is going to have, like, Ben Simmons and Kyrie, since both of them are technically both Australian. And both of their birth certificates say Melbourne, Australia, even though one of them might have a fully American accent. Well, when you realize that there's 2 players who have won Rookie of the Year in their sophomore season because they've had issues in their rookie season, like, you have, like, Zion Williamson, who is going to win it this year probably. Like, you have quite a few good players. So who won the 2002-2003 Rookie of the Year? I'm curious, because I hear that Yao Ming didn't get it. I'm just curious on why everybody's buying out the toilet paper. Like, seriously, realistically, You can use toilet paper, yes, but if you run out of toilet paper, and because, well, then you can go and get more at the store. Get fucking grocery. Like, if the toilet paper is run out of a single grocery store, you can literally take a shower every time you take a deuce, or like just spray the water up your ass and then use a towel to dry it. Like, honestly. Some people have literally done that. Like, just scrubbed out the butt. Like, hand sanitizer, everybody's trying to keep their hands nice and sanitary, but, like, no. Lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it. Next time the game should give me, like, a pack. Since I'm gone for a week. Like, if I win this game, the next game could easily just be my last game. When you realize if there was water basketball, like if there was professional water basketball, Tim Duncan probably would have been the greatest water basketball player of all time. Like, right now he is known as the NBA's best power forward. Like, probably just like the best water ball player because he wanted to be a professional swimmer. However, he just wasn't, he was good enough, but he just didn't, I guess, like, there was some sort of issue down the line where he changed course. He changed course, decided to play some basketball, then became an all-time power forward. Well, the all-time power forward. Like, the strangest thing is that a lot of these players who have, like, stories of the fact that they never wanted to play basketball end up becoming, like, the best player for a team, or one of the best players for a team, and they just kind of get that area. They kind of just become Hall of Famers. Like, you just see Marc Gasol and Pau Gasol. They both get a bit of soccer. They're both really good at soccer. But probably one of the biggest examples was Hakeem Olajuwon. Or no, let's just go with Manu. Nah, Hakeem. Hakeem Olajuwon wanted to be like a professional soccer player, alright? But because he was, 7 feet tall, he decided to play basketball. And now he is an all-time center with 1 MVP under his belt, and also with a great speech. I'm talking about alternate sports, by the way, guys. But, like, and then, you have, Embiid, you have Joel Embiid. He wanted to be a volleyball player. He was really good at volleyball because he was, like, literally the height of the net. So he could, like, just jumped a little bit and headwayed the ball and spiked it. But because of his freakishly tall height and his freakishly tall athleticism and stuff, he became a basketball player. And now he became one of the top centers in the league. And then you just have some people who wanted a completely different whole career path. Like, you have you know, I'm just trying to think of another one. I'm thinking of one that I'm going to say is the biggest one, but who never grew up and said, hey, I want to be an NBA player when I grow up. Like, Dennis Rodman, he was a janitor after high school, during some time, because, like, he wasn't tall enough. He loved basketball. And then he grew to 6'10" and became the greatest rebounder of all time. Now, probably the more well-known story, because it relates to his nickname, is, of course, David Robinson, the Admiral. He went to naval. He went to a naval academy and had to like serve 2 years before his rookie season. And you know he could, if it weren't for basketball and it weren't for him having freakishly good height and athleticism, then he probably would have been a naval officer or something. He would have been a very good Navy operative. Now the thing is that a lot of people, and a few people, especially like Troy have tried calling him out for being on drugs. Because, like, you know, he's jacked. People think when somebody's jacked in a sports league where they don't really need arms, like, where arms aren't the way to go, it's more legs, they think this man's been using the juice. David Robinson was in the military academy, or in the military for like 2 to 4 years. You know, I didn't even realize that behind Andy Davis' head it shows him like focused. But you do a lot of like waking up early, you do a lot of push-ups, you do a lot of working out. Like, after 4 years, you're gonna be jacked. You're gonna look like you're on some juice. Right? You are going to look like you have been doing drugs. I'm gonna get one, like, once I get that 40 tokens, I'm gonna get one Frostbite pack and one New Year's resolution pack. Because the Frostbite packs are about 30 and the New Year's resolutions are 20. That's why I have, and I already have 11, so once I get the 40, I'll have 50 tokens total. Yeah. When you find out that all school is canceled for 3 weeks, though, like, 3 fucking weeks, man, because of this. I will not be surprised. I feel like it's going to be longer than 3 weeks, because, like, you know, everybody's self-quarantining. Everybody in general is quarantining. And I have a feeling that by the time this epidemic or pandemic ends, everybody is either A, going to not have any regrets buying all the stuff they did because eventually the stores shut down and, you know, they just had to live off like a couple things a week and being hungry and tired all the time. They have plenty of water. Like, maybe one meal a day is what they were able to eat because all the grocery stores shut down. a lot of people are locking themselves in their homes. I mean, I personally don't think that'll happen. I feel like, first of all stores should go in the drive-thru, and second of all grocery stores should just do a delivery service where they have a single person or like a few people in the store at all times who'll kind of grab the food for people that are ordering it, and then they ship it, but they do it from the nearest store so then it gets to your house. Like, they have a person who ships all these orders out, and they'll be like, alright, this house, they go knock on your door, and then they give you your meals, they give you your stuff. So that'll be really convenient. So then so then everybody can get their stuff, yet nobody, gets, any flu or coronavirus itself. You don't actually have to make human contact. You have to make human contact to get it. Your food. And the fact that at this point you have a 60% chance, you're saying you have a 60% chance of getting this virus. So, with me living in a house of 5, I have a pretty much almost a guaranteed chance of receiving this disease. Because when you think about that, if there's a 60% chance of somebody in our house getting it, everybody in the house getting it, then that means that one person's going to get it, and I'm either A, going to have to self-quarantine for an extended period of time if my mom, brother, or my stepdad gets it. I'm going to have to refuse to go around them for 2 weeks, or B, we're all going to get it and then just be quarantined. Like, right now, Donovan Mitchell is quarantined because he has it. He made a video and posted on the NBA thing. It was a message from Donovan Mitchell. Like, he posted on NBA's Twitter, and he was just saying how, like, he's been in self-isolation, and how, I don't know what it's like. I don't know if he's either while he's in self-isolation, I don't know if he's either like, not leaving his house straight up, or if he is like, or no, not leaving his room to get food even, like he just has a bunch of food that he got right away, or if B, he kind of like only, like somebody will come in with like a mask on or whatever and bring him food every day. I feel like it's one of those two. But he acquires his food from somebody and his liquids. So I don't know where he's isolated. Because, like, it could just be a matter that he's isolated in his entire house or in a room. I feel like he's just isolated in one room, though. But I feel like when he found out about this, he probably didn't go out in public, but and him and Rudy Gobert both, like, got a bunch of, like, food. They got a bunch of food, a bunch of water, like, they got a bunch of that, and then put into, like, a full-size fridge. Like, got somebody to do that for him. Put in a fridge, because he probably went into one room, and then, got somebody to get those things in that room for him. And this is what I would do, right? If I found out that I had to quarantine in my room, what I would do is I would go into the room next to mine, and, ask my mom to bring a mini fridge stacked with food and water. Just a bunch of food and water. Oh shit. And then just pack the fridge to the brim with it. And then, and also a microwave. So, like, a mini fridge, a little freezer too, put a bunch of food and water to last me a couple of weeks or months. Probably just a couple of weeks. And then Michael, like Donovan Mitchell said that he's been playing video games, so he's probably able to have like 2K and stuff. But yeah. But it's hard to realize is Zion Williamson, Zion lives alone right now in the middle of New Orleans. The thing is right now, people are breaking, like people are gonna start breaking into other people's houses when they run out of toilet paper. You know, like some people are just gonna knock and be like, "Hey, do you guys have any toilet paper that I can use? We need someone ran out. Like we just need one roll." And the person probably like, "Yeah, sure." Then there's gonna be other people who break in, ready to like they just wait until you leave your house. They're probably looking there for a while, see how many people are consistently going in and out of the house. So like, you know, whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, like however many people are living there, and then wait until they see that many people leave their house. Like we'll just give an example. 4 people. Alright. They will know how many people they will see that they have 4 people in that house. Right? Then they will decide to wait until they see 4 people leave and 0 enter. And they will decide to break into your house and then grab all of your like toilet paper and hand sanitizer. Like, you know. Bro, I swear, people are gonna start asking to be paid in toilet paper. Like toilet paper is straight up just going to be money. That hand sanitizer. Like, I assume drug dealers are just gonna be people dealing out toilet paper. Like, you know, they get a bunch of toilet paper at like, you know, $10. $10 for one roll. So, yeah. Don't. That would have been sick had it gone in there. I feel like Ben Simmons is the only pure slashing guard in league history. Like, just pure slashing guard. Like, yes, most guards are not as playmakers or three-point shooters. And by that I mean point guard specifically. Like, yes, he's a great playmaker, but he is the only one who is a pure slasher. Like, you know, people be like, oh, Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard, like, they drive the basketball, they drive and score a lot of points inside. But I mean the only guard who doesn't shoot threes. Ben Simmons is that one guard that nobody really cares about because he only shoots threes. 10. I'll take it because now I have 54 coins. We'll just add that to my collection. Let's see if I can get anything good from the Frostbite pack. which is again 30, so hopefully I get some good odds. I got Doug Christie. Alright, so trash. And now one New Year's resolutions pack. Give me like Barbosa. Nope, I got Andre Robertson. Whatever. I got 2 trash cans. Now, it's going up 15. 45 wins. I got 60 and 100 wins. I get Serge Ibaka. And then 50, 100, 250, 350, 400, 450, 500. Just goes up, and then after you get to here, because I need only 600 more wins, like I don't have to screw that much since I'm at 400 wins now. Like, holy shit. Let's just place out, I think. See if I'm enough for one pack. I'll just get whatever the most expensive pack I can purchase is with all the coins I get from those. That's all I want. The Clippers say jersey. I was gonna sell this, honestly. I'm gonna sell. I want to sell Gobert because he's just an asshole for giving Donovan the coronavirus. Honestly, I'm never going to use him. I'm going to use these two. These sort of guys that you can't sell. This guy is probably the worst. One of the lower end Raptors players. You probably have Corona and just don't know about it. You should never have been a starter. Let's see what we get for this 7th pack. Malcolm Brogdon. Old time I'm gonna go now, guys, since I'm tired. Alright.